We're day 13, ladies and gentlemen. This is an exciting riff for me because I love Lillian Axe. I've never covered them on my channel. And for you Lillian Axe fans, I can think of one guy in particular who's been requesting Lillian Axe for quite a while. So, dude, I finally did it. And I know it's just a small riff here, but hope you enjoy it. Hope you all enjoy it. If you guys don't know Lillian Axe, what's up? You know, Lillian Axe, they were definitely under the radar, and they kind of, this riff here, Show a Little Love, is from the Love and War album, which was 1989. But my favorite album they did was Psychoschizophrenia, and I think that was either 92 or 93. So, you know, they kind of ran into that 90s grunge thing, which sort of killed off, well, you know the whole story. But Lillian Axe, great musician. Stevie Blaze, the guitar player, fantastic player, really creative, really great with textures and songwriting and chordal ideas and clean stuff and heavy riffs, just the whole thing. The first few Lillian Axe records up through Psychoschizophrenia for me were all really good. So this one, because it's from the 80s, was my choice, Show a Little Love. And it's really cool, very rhythmic, right? So we'll get into that in just a sec. I'm tuned down a half step, so take the whole guitar and tune down a half step so you're in E flat standard. This is my low E string. Okay, so if you want to follow along on the tab, there's some free tab down below in the description box. Also got a free sweep picking guide for you guys, sweep picking boot camp, to help get your arpeggios in shape. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. This is day 13 of 30 80s metal riffs in 30 days. Say that 10 times fast. There are 30 riffs I'm doing over the course of the month of April 2021, and this just happens to be day 13, and I'll be doing 17 more of these riffs. It's going to be a great collection, and this one certainly is worthy. All right, so let's get started here. So we're playing this. It's kind of an idea here. Lots of fun. It's basically a C, but you're resolving it to a G. And you can think of it like a G sus. That's probably how it functions, actually, like a G sus chord. In fact, that's exactly how it functions. So you can see that bigger shape here. We're just taking the top of it. So I'm at the 12th fret on the G string and the 13th fret on the B. And what I'm doing is just down, up with the pick. Yeah, down, up, and then, whoops. And and there I'm just playing 12 and 12 on the G and the B. So all that's just on the G and the B string. You're gonna do it again, but slightly different now. I'm gonna play that 5 times. 4 times on the 12 and 13. Once on, follow the tab if you get confused. I'm confusing myself here. 12 and 12, and then little single note line, 14 to 12 on the G string. Again. So you do that whole thing twice. Now we're going to move this down to, still on the G and B strings. This is 10th fret G, 12th fret B, and then you're gonna go 4 times on that, 10 and 12, and then 10 and 10. Okay, so that's 10th fret G, 10th fret B. That would be like an F, but you've got the B note in there too, so it's got that tritone in there too, so it's almost a Lydian sound. But I digress. That's just the chord movements, basically from a G to an F to a C to a G, which you'll see in a second. Okay, so if you're wondering where all this comes from, and if you're not, just disregard all of that, okay? Now on this part, we're just doing that much. Okay, and then we're gonna change it. So here's what we have so far. And then we're gonna go. This is 5 and 6, 5 on the G, 6B, and then 5 on the G and B. So it's like a C sus to a C. And I've seen Stevie Blaze, the guitar player, play this live, and it looks like he's just playing the G like this the first time. So it's just an open G string and then the 3rd fret at the on the B string, which kind of makes sense because all these little 2-note chordal things are all on the G and B string, so it makes perfect sense. Later on, I think there's more of a full G chord, so maybe the second time you go. Alright, so let me play that back to back a couple times. I'm going to show you this little solo here just because I think it's so cool, but that's the whole riff. So hopefully that makes sense. Break out the tab if you need to go over that. It's really rhythmic, so I think you just have to find the groove there and make sure that you're nice and easy with your picking hand. You don't want to be too rigid there. It's going to sound too harsh. So you want some grace there, but it's going to take some experimenting maybe if you're not used to doing this sort of thing. So that's a lot of fun to play, but the little solo is really cool too. So I'll show you that. It's going to start at the 10th fret on the A string, really heavy vibrato, then 10, 12 on the A, and that's 10th fret D, 9, hammer on to 10, pull off to 9 on the D. And then back to 10 or 12, 10 on the A. So that first little line should be grab the 12th fret there on the G string. Okay, that's 12th fret G, 10th fret B, 12th fret on the B, but just bend the B up a half step. And it's going to resolve to 12-10 on the G, right? On that F note. And this, if you theory guys out there, this is basically spelling out G Mixolydian kind of a sound. So it's very upbeat, but not too triumphant like the major scale. Because you got that flat seventh in there. From flat seventh in the key of, or from the G major to a flat 7 on the F there. So it's not quite as triumphant as the G major scale there. Super cool. Slide up to 20. Pull off to 19 on the high E. 20B, 19G. 17 slide to 16G. 17 on the D string, and that's a G note, so that's your root. So that little solo line should sound like this. And it goes to the key of E for the verse. But that's the whole riff right there, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. That is Show a Little Love by Lillian Axe. And man, go check out the Love and War album, or check out Psychoschizophrenia as well. 2 great records. And this was day 13 of 30 80s metal riffs in 30 days. Tune in tomorrow for riff 14. What will it be? I don't even know. Well, I kind of know, but I'm kind of I'm kind of mixing things up and sort of taking it day by day. A little bit of planning ahead, but I want to be inspired too. So sometimes it'll even surprise me. But please check down below for the tab, grab the sweep picking guide, and please subscribe. And I'll see you for the next riff. Rock on.